Welcome to episode 209 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Cliff.
Those are Transformers, Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars.
Yeah. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it here live every other Sunday, 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Eastern. You figure out the other two, or maybe internationally. I guess I've never thought about that. I think everybody that joins us is stateside, but if you can't make that, you can join us on Facebook over at our Open Your Toys group. That's facebook.com/group/Open Your Toys. If you just want to follow along with the show, know when new episodes are posted, you can go to facebook.com/Open Your Toys Cast, or go to openyourtoys.com. There at the top of the page, there's links to show notes. It has everything that we're going to be talking about tonight, as well as links to subscribe through iTunes, Google, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. You can find our email, team@openyourtoys.com, our voicemail, 720-235-TOYS. And you can find links to find Lotus Stark, but he'll also tell you how to find himself right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just head over to YouTube and type in Lotus Stark and watch some videos.
Yeah, we were late coming on. Lotus was talking about his indentured servitude for his current project. Cliff, where can people find you?
I post in the group as Red Menace, and I'm on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
Oh, yeah. Cliff's got his own new projects. I like the rusty steel mask that you did.
Oh, thank you.
And the battle damaged one. I like that. Just kind of like a cool, not trying to follow any particular, as seen in the movie kind of thing. Rock won't be able to join us. He's not really feeling well. Kind of a bummer week for him. If you're a regular listener, his dad passed away a few weeks ago, and so this is, holidays. If you've ever lost anyone really close to you, the holidays can be some of the most trying times. There are Christmas songs that I listen to that I don't know why I torture myself. Well, I guess because they remind me of my mom, that I listen to in the shower, and I'm just bawling. I'm just bawling to the shower. So I feel them, and so our thoughts go out to Rock. If you want to find me, I'm at facebook.com/Open Your Toys. I'm at Slick McFavorite on Instagram and slick@openyourtoys.com. Lotus, you fully entrenched in your new drinking habits?
My new drinking habit. Oh, well, yeah, using
I guess it's getting kind of old now that you have that container for 9 months or something.
Exactly.
Hates every second of it.
No, I'm just doing the ice cube thing and putting it in the container, and that's it. That's my LG fridge water with ice cubes. So it's a little bit more work this time than the Bubba keg. But.
Nice. Cliff, we got any Crystal Light tonight?
No, just rocking water. I just brushed my teeth.
I feel you. Well, I've got something super fancy. Miss McFavorite found this for me. This is a local brewery called 14er Brewing. This is a Rocky Mountain Saison that is cilantro, jalapeno, and lime. And it is fucking baller. This was a 2016 gold winner at the American Beer Festival that's here in Denver. At least when there wasn't a pandemic going on. The American Beer Festival out here is kind of like Comic-Con, where about 10 years ago, you could just walk up and buy tickets and get in and just taste thousands of amazing beers from all over the world. And then now the tickets sell out in 2 minutes, and they're talking about moving to a lottery system now because it's become so freaking popular. But it is, oh my God, it is good. I mean, it's very similar. I think I've drank it on here before. Another brewery here is Tommy Knocker Brewery, and sorry, didn't mute that shit. And they do a green chili beer. It tastes very, very similar to that, even though jalapenos and green chilies don't taste alike. But we got Brinkalizer in the house, also KJ Smith. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Green chili beer, like, that doesn't sound right. Like,
oh, it's so good. I mean, I guess it's the New Mexico in me. Like everything with green chili, like every place you go, Dairy Queen, McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, Pizza Hut, you can always get green chili in New Mexico.
Well, oh no, well, yeah. I mean, I would think green chili, being some sort of like a spicy. Is it spicy? It has to be spicy, right?
It's got a little kick. The Tommy Knocker green chili is a little spicier than this one, but
okay.
I mean, it's not like it's not tingling my taste buds or
I don't know. I guess like obviously I don't drink beer, so I really can't even comment. But I'm always interested to understand these flavors when you talk about them. And like I would think that a beer is supposed to be something that you enjoy, that you like the taste of. It's maybe it's refreshing. It's whatever. And I just like. I guess I wouldn't want to drink a V8, because I think vegetables, like I think vegetables are not, I don't want to say it's not refreshing, but it's not something fun. I don't think, right? I mean, beer is supposed to be fun. I'm trying to understand the mindset of it.
People love Bloody Marys, dude.
Yeah,
well, I don't even understand those people. I don't understand why you would want to drink tomato juice.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a huge tomato juice fan. Like,
really?
Oh yeah, I always have V8 or vegetable juice in the house.
Really?
And one of my favorite. I mean, I've drank them tons of times. The micheladas. Micheladas are just tomato juice, beer, and lime.
Oh well, I don't know. I mean, you say that. I don't know what it means. So now you explain what it means. So now I understand a little bit more. But
yeah. And then and lots of people do red beers, which is just tomato juice and beer. So.
It just doesn't sound like refreshing and like I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. But yeah, hey, if you like it, I mean. I guess
it's more of a morning beer for me,
A morning beer. See, I don't even understand that phrase. I don't even know why there's a morning beer.
Because you got to get some of that hair of the dog that bit, or hair of the dog that bit you, Lotus.
Exactly.
I don't even understand that reference.
Hair of the dog that bit you means you're hungover as shit, so you have to keep drinking booze to get rid of the hangover.
Yeah, the only thing that really helps a hangover is to get your buzz on again.
That just sounds like an AA meeting or something.
It is, trust me. All right, let's get on to some toy news here. First up, con news. Again, sticking all these Pulse things in con news just to have something in there. Let me share my screen because I'm not doing that. Share screen, share these, share that. There we go. Mando Mondays, this most recent one, we get, these are obviously renders, the Vintage Collection Grief Karga and Child figures. So I think everybody knows what the Action Jackson might look like, but that's what the Child is going to look like with his little pram. And I forget who told us. Somebody told us that was British for like baby carriage, a pram. So yeah, pretty much what we would expect.
Wait. So a pram is British for baby carriage? Is that real?
Yeah. Let's have we
researched that at all, or
somebody a pram?
So it's not
four-wheeled carriage for a baby pushed by a person on foot.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, because we
crazy.
were talking about it one time, and I want to say it was Shane, but I don't remember.
Wow. So you don't just go and buy like you just don't go buy a stroller. Like a stroller is not a pram. You don't say, "Hey, I just want to get a baby stroller." You have to say, "Hey, yo, I want a pram." And then like so and that's not here, right? We're talking about that's
This
in
British.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, Lotus,
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to blow your
interesting.
mind. In Britain, fries are chips.
I know that because I watched that Gordon Ramsay dude, and he's always saying fish and chips. So, which I'm guessing is fish and fries, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we have a GB's here, a Great Britain's, and oh my god, their fish and chips are just amazing. And a couple of weeks ago, we got this. I think we talked about that this was like leaked before the Monday, but we get official confirmation of the Black Series. Nick Nolte, Action Jack. What was
Gus
his
Fring.
name on? Yeah,
Gus.
there you go. Yeah, on Big Bang.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say?
Big Bang.
Oh, see, I've got Big Bang on the mind. Yeah, all of these reveals are easy passes for me. I'm not buying into the whole Mando thing. Besides Mando himself and some of the troopers.
That's funny. I've decided recently that I'm just all in on any Mando character. I love that show so much. Probably Black Series. Exclusively all in on the Black Series. I don't know. I don't really love the vintage collection. I don't like the price. I don't like the fact that Amazon can't get it to my door without bending the card. So we'll see. But Black Series for sure, I'm all in.
Hell yeah. We also since then had a Fan Friday where they confirmed the Lady J and Flint. I think for both, no, just Lady J and Flint for the classified, and then a Lady J and a Duke and Cobra Commander for the retro. And I've finally from Walmart got my Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. They have come like in perfect condition, which is absolutely amazing, especially because they've come in boxes too small for the cards. But yeah, just fucking zero interest in this. The fucking yelling Duke face, like
with the shit arms and the shit forearms.
Yeah, no wrists in there.
That is just the worst possible construction they could have chosen for all the Dukes they made.
Yeah, and then let's look at the Cobra Commander. His package is just a fucking joke. Look at that. I commented on this. I was like, are you fucking serious? You get 2 accessories with this Cobra Commander in that huge fucking bubble. I counted the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They have 12 plus accessories for the same fucking bubble. It's God, yeah. This line is just getting worse and worse.
I saw Roadblock this morning and the Destro. Yeah, I saw those. And I gotta admit, like at least the bubbles feel good, but the cards are all warped. Like I still have not found a minty. They're all bent because the bubble is just attached so tightly, you know. So
I don't know if it's that because look at this. That was shipped.
That
thing is like
that's a good
razor smooth, but so I don't know if it's just yeah, like you say, I know what you're talking about.
Unless
when they do
people are just going and just mangling them, I have no idea. But
yeah,
every time I see them, including that first case that I opened, months ago.
fresh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
The fresh out of the on the pallets before they stocked it.
Well, that was, remember when I opened the standee,
He opened the display.
the
Oh,
display
the
and everything
display.
for it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
remember what you're talking about.
Mhm.
So yeah, just, and again, this is just me. Same thing. People were excited about Beachhead, and I could really care less about Beachhead. I'm sure people are excited about Flint and Lady J. They play a huge role on the cartoon and the comics, all that kind of stuff. So let's see, Brinkalizer says he's going vintage collection on the Mando stuff, so the opposite of you, Cliff, primarily to go with the Razor Crest, and KJ Smith's all in on everything Mando. And what's funny about Lady J is I actually love the concept. I was a big fan of Green Arrow growing up. I love the concept of her javelins having all the different things they do. One does a light blinding, one is explosive, one shoots arrows when she throws it, that kind of stuff. So I love the concept of her. I just, as a figure, as a toy, I just can't get down with it. For people that live in mountainous zones, these skis and snowboards are pretty baller. I forget what company they said it was with. I don't recognize the logo, so I don't know if it's a high-end company or not. Oh, Gilson. I'm not familiar with Gilson, but I'm also not familiar with high-end brands either. I kind of stick to like Burton, and then there's Never Summer. That's a local company here in Colorado that's kind of high end, but these are cool. I mean, I would fucking rock this Storm Shadow one all day, and even the Cobra Commander one,
Yeah, I think that's a very cool thing to do. I mean, you got to think those will, I mean, whether it's the skis or the boards, they're gonna pop on the slope,
Yeah.
Against that white background. I mean, they're just gonna look awesome. People are gonna be like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if you fall down.
Because I've seen, I saw when they did the Transformers one, they did G1 Transformers boards and ski. I'm not sure if they did skis, but they did boards, and I saw a couple guys with those, and I was impressed.
That's the unique thing here is they're doing skis. Like you just don't see skis. Everything is all snowboards.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got the cool millennial skiers out here, and their ski pants, sagging past their butts.
Really?
And, oh yeah, dude. Like,
is it more skiers than snowboarders, or more snowboarders than skiers? Like what's the combination out there?
I would be curious to see full on stats. To me, it seems like boards outnumber skis nowadays.
And that's just because it's a younger kind of a thing?
I'm thinking so. I'm thinking that, especially, well, seeing it's weird because the same lifts go to different things and that kind of stuff. But, we ride pretty hardcore terrain. And a lot of times that's a little bit better for boards. We also do moguls, which are usually primarily skiers. So I would say I see tough, more
man.
boards.
How are you doing moguls with snowboard?
Hard cuts and using them to jib or to jump from mogul to mogul, like you would. Yeah,
I mean, it's hard enough.
So
I mean, having two skis, it's hard enough to on your knees for moguls. I can't imagine having both your legs locked into that one board like that. It's It's got to be kind of dangerous too, huh?
It is. I've had some really bad spills on moguls because usually they're on really steep runs.
Yeah.
But we're not doing skiers. Skiers are kind of going boom, 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 boom down the bumps. And like I say, we're kind of doing large curves around them or using them as little mini jumps onto the next. So like if you ever see like motocross and they have a bunch of little bumps, they're not, some people are just hitting bump, 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 but lots of them are clearing 3 at a time and using them as landings and jumps. But
what are your other types of terrain that you like? I mean, are you doing all like, double and triple black diamonds or what?
No. I mean, like I say, that's when you want to get extreme with it. Once we've had a few drinks in us and, I treat it more like vacation nowadays. It used to be that we would go for the full 8 hours and just were hardcore, park, everything. I treat it more like vacation now. And I spend a lot of time in the trees because the trees is where the powder is. You've got to be at a certain skill level to be able to ride in trees and stuff like that. So we tend to stick into the trees quite a bit.
Wow, I'm surprised they even allow you to. That's interesting that they allow you to. So they allow you to actually go into the area where the trees are, because normally that's like roped off. Like I've never seen that before.
Not here. Here it's a big deal. Like I mean, they'll rope off things that aren't covered up enough, so there's shit exposed everywhere. But for the most part, wherever you can fit yourself in. I've had some really close calls. I've run into a tree, luckily not going too fast, and it put me on my ass. I've 3 times I've had branches that if I wasn't wearing goggles would have just literally fucking poked my eye out, but it hit my goggle and glanced off, so sorry, are you guys looking at the StreamYard chat about Figs 155? Put something in there. I totally forgot to get my charger. I have to run and get that. People want to talk about Figs, and I'll be right back.
He said he found a classified Scarlet
at GameStop. Looks like
it's weird. I haven't been in a GameStop in a long time. See, ever since my we used to have Think Geek here. I don't know if you know what Think Geek. Have you ever had Think Geek stores?
I don't know if we've ever had the physical stores. I've gotten a couple things off the Think Geek web store a couple years back.
Okay, well, so Think Geek, GameStop bought them, and then they basically started to open up the Think Geek stores like wherever there was a GameStop kind of thing. And you'd actually have a different doorway to go into. And ever since they shut down the Think Geek stores, I haven't been in the GameStop because I'm not a gamer. But it's interesting that he says that he found a Scarlet at GameStop. I didn't know they had G.I. Joes, honestly.
Yeah, I thought that was a Walmart exclusive line.
Huh. Well, and that's kind of interesting because I went out for Black Friday and I saw a First Wave Roadblock at a GameStop. That's the first time. I saw it first in Walmart. I saw a Duke and a Scarlet in a Walmart. But that's the only other sighting I've ever seen was at a GameStop, and that was literally this Friday. I didn't try to buy it, which I probably should have. Somebody maybe.
Well, he was saying they wouldn't even. He was saying that they wouldn't. It wasn't ringing up in the system. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's manager time for me. Get somebody on the phone that can do this, or put it behind there until somebody gets here that can do this. Yeah. He says they get random stuff usually better than Target. Yeah, I mean, I saw a fucking not a Beskar armor Mandalorian. I also saw the original Mandalorian, the regular armor one, at that same GameStop. They had some pretty good stuff there. All right, let's get out of this joke stuff here. TFCon hotel block is open. I assume Brinkalizer already has his reservation, so this will be at the Hilton Baltimore Inner Harbor. Is this the same one as... I think this is the same one as 2017. That's the one I went to. Brink says he tried to buy a Scarlet at GameStop a few weeks ago, and it wouldn't ring up for him either. That's crazy. Nut jobs. What I wanted to look at here was this is the last time that I updated my banner photo was when I went to TFCon, so I could see if it's the same. Okay, there we go. Oh, they don't have the freaking address on there, but anywho, so if you're interested, I mean, what's our guesses? Vaccine in full effect by then? Life is back to normal by October of next year?
I hope, but probably not back to normal. Probably still, I mean, it's probably better than it is now.
The only thing that's interesting about this whole thing for me is, you know how, like, we grew up, like, you know, hugging people, shaking their hands, you know, doing like not secret handshakes, but, you know, like
yeah,
you know,
pounding it.
Yeah. You know, all that stuff. Like, it's like, I think even with a vaccine, everybody's going to be hesitant to ever like touch someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when you would normally, you know, see one of your buddies, you know, high five, you know, whatever, you know, high five, you know, I mean, anything. You're just not going to want to do it, you know?
I'll tell you what, it is super tough. I'm a fucking hugger, dude. I hug every single one of my friends all the time. So yeah, I'm with you. It's been tough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. Bout Figs is in California, and Brinkalizer's in Delaware. So same issue with those classified figures on two different coasts. That's nuts. And Brinkalizer is all booked for TFCon. Yeah. We're already trying to think about, we put off Disney World for this year. And of course, the little one's already asking, like, we're going next year, right? And I'm like, I don't know, you know? So,
yeah, it's some interesting times that we're living in right now, you know?
Jesus, it is crazy. Our governor just got it here. So, and our mayor told everybody, the Denver mayor at least, told everybody, oh, don't travel. It's a horrible time to travel. And then he fucking flew across country and got busted doing it. All right. Toy news. AAA has joined us in the chat here. Studio 86, part of the main line. This really makes me disappointed. I think one of the things I was most excited about the Studio 86 line is possibly seeing, you know, new packaging, animation and inspired packaging, that kind of stuff. And it looks like the cases are going to contain both. So here we get the Hot Rod and the Starscream, which is the movie Starscream, just in G1 Deco. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping they would do a completely different line. I guess it kind of makes sense, but whatever. So if you were going to collect that for cool new packaging like I was thinking of, looks like that's not going to be in the cards for you. This is really dope. I had no idea about this, and that's probably because I haven't bought any of the Netflix War for Cybertron Transformers. But I guess if you buy the 6 from the original wave and the 6 from the new wave, you can build this Teletran 1 backdrop. And it's not overly impressive by any means, but it's kind of a cool thing, especially if you're all in on those Netflix figures. So I just, again, has anybody even seen this before?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I know. What's the repro label company?
Toy Hacks.
Yeah, so they do. Well, I mean, I know they do like backgrounds that you can purchase. I don't know if they do full. And no, they sell floors and they sell backdrops. So
I mean, there's people that have done Teletran 1 before. I just didn't realize if you bought all 12 of the Netflix figures that they all came with a piece of this thing that, and again, it's not entirely impressive.
But do you have to is it inside the box or is it actually part of the box?
That's what I don't know. Like if you
part of
have
the
to
box,
cut it out
sleeve
and that
on the
kind
inside.
of shit.
Yeah, if it's part of the box, you probably won't be able to ever do that, right? Because you're going to keep it all sealed to make money.
Let's see. I don't know why it auto-populated Bumblebee here, but let's see
For
if
all
we
you
can.
mint and box collectors that like to keep it all minty so you can sell it.
Well, it definitely, if it's in the box, then it's like an insert or something.
Yeah, it's got to be that
looks
that thin cardboard that's always on the inside of like a Marvel Legend or a Star Wars Black Series. It's always that like really flimsy cardstock.
Yeah,
I heard it was 2 robot points. You mail it away, and they will send you that.
but those mint and box collectors, they're not going to cut those points out.
No.
That's for sure. TVC Child Comparisons. So this is kind of crazy that there's actually 3 releases of the 3 3/4 child here. So this is the Walmart release. This is the Dinjarin, like $18 one. Okay, so we got that. And this is the Razor Crest version. So looks like he's going to have his little shifter knob embedded in his hand. It's a little bit of smiling, mouth open there. And then this will be the standard release with the frog and a little bit of a frowny face. And I hate to admit it that I'm going to be all in on these. Get all 3 because I already have the Walmart one on pre-order. I've got the Razor Crest on pre-order, so I just need to find the standard release at some point. So fun times. How about you, Cliff? I know you were. Go for it.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Lotus.
I was just wondering. So did you guys both bought the Razor Crest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna keep that in the box for that, make that money.
It'll be in the box until I have a place to display it.
Yeah, I'm already spot. Well, like I say, with that stand with it banking, I tell you what, that all they had to do was make it bank a little bit, and that's what kind of convinced me to spend $375. Yeah.
I'll be looking for it on your sunshine shelf. So we'll see. Your burning laser sunshine shelf.
All right, what do we got here? X-panse. So I think we talked about this on the last show. Here's an interview. Again, I'm not really interested in this thing at all. But if you're curious about it, maybe you've already pre-ordered it. You can see an interview where he was trying, like they are purposely trying to mix in the claws from Wolverine, the dagger from Psylocke, the visor from Cyclops, all that kind of stuff. So again, I don't know. Will that be your first Transformer, Cliff?
No, I don't like the Blackbird enough to get a Transformer.
Yeah. New Deluxe Origins. So this was actually, I didn't see this on any sites. This was posted on our group from Mr. Ed Arndt, which has been very reliable with his news. A deluxe battle armor Skeletor. So this is kind of dope.
So this is going to be out in the stores, so I should be looking for it.
That I don't know when it will be out in the stores, but yes, it will be there eventually. Considering the next wave hasn't even hit yet.
What it's this guy. It's Battle Armor Skeletor, Battle Armor He-Man, and Clamp Champ, right? Those are the first 3 deluxe.
Oh, I hadn't even heard of the other 2. Again, this is the only thing I ever saw from it.
Are these
you've never
ones...
seen the pictures of the deluxe He-Man? He's got a vintage head. Looks awesome.
Oh, this is. So does this one have a vintage head? Oh, it does have the vintage.
Are these
head.
the ones that you punch their chest? You
yes.
They like, it has like a cylinder that kind of rotates to show if it's been hit or not.
Yeah, and it looks like it has it. Because it
works.
Little, oh, does it? Nice.
Yeah, it was back when Mattel did that
damage.
virtual thing. Yeah.
See, I need to stay up with that. Let's see. Origins. Clamp Champ, you said was the other?
Yeah, I think there's 3 deluxe. He-Man, Skeletor, and Clamp Champ.
See how did. Oh, this is. Oh, yeah. $20. Yeah, I'm not a huge Clamp Champ fan myself, but definitely the Battle Armor He-Man and Skeletor.
Wait. What does Clamp Champ do? He's a man that has a clamp for a hand?
No, he just has a big clamping weapon.
Oh, okay. That's not his. Okay, it's
he holds that thing.
It'd been better if he was born with a clamp for a hand.
I agree. Some kind of like extending thing.
Yeah.
Osgrees. Okay, so back over here. So exciting there. New Kingdom figures were revealed. And thank God, when I was doing the show, I was going to say, maybe it's not going to come up. When I was doing the show notes, there's some kind of like internet-wide outage. I know AWS got hit a few days ago, but like nothing was showing up. So we get a Earth mode Mega Supreme, Mega Supreme Ultra Magnus. Super excited for that. Being a Focus collector, glad to get an Earth mode, an Inferno, a Huffer, and then I know a lot of people are excited about a Dinobot.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. What's up?
I thought I heard Mrs. McFavorite sneezing multiple times.
She was.
we haven't heard that in a long time.
She is completely across the house, and my door is closed. Granted, she's on the same level as me.
I just think it's so funny because she always sneezes like 8 or 9 times in a row.
She used to when we did the show together, she used to like struggle to try to mute herself before it kicked in and hardly would ever get to it in time. But we get a Dinobot and an Air Razor. If you're a Beast Wars fan, Air Razor played a big part in the animation at least. So exciting. I want the Dinobot. Huffer, I could probably pass on, especially because it looks like he's going to be a deluxe. That's kind of crazy. Inferno, which is kind of dope. Haven't we gotten like a really nice Earth mode Inferno already, though? Am I remembering wrong? Oh, I'm thinking of the grapple. The grapple from the last line. So, yeah, I'm excited for those. Yeah, that Huffer just seems too big, but I guess if you're going to have him tow Prime's trailer, he's got to be a little bit bigger than he normally is. Where we were at, oh, nice ending parentheses there. So this is the Voyager Optimus Primal in height comparison. So you can see he's just taller than the Deluxe Ironhide here, and super shorter than the Primes. Now, again, we had this argument, or not argument, we had this discussion when the Masterpiece came out, and I didn't realize that Primal's supposed to be so small, because they don't have a comparison with Megatron, but Megatron's going to be much larger than him.
Yeah, well, I mean, dinosaurs are traditionally larger than apes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say that's fine. By the way, I don't know if you saw or not, but Optimus Primal, I guess, is going to be also part of the red line.
So yeah. I did include it in the news.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, he'll have, and the listing also talked about a Megatron redeco, which I don't know what that would be. I guess maybe either cartoon or toy accurate,
chrome,
yeah, or possibly the green and purple G2.
I'm kind of hoping in the red line, since they're non-transformable, they just they make Megatron's gun,
Oh, that would be interesting, because it would be at a scale like to fit in that box.
Yeah, just be a big ass gun.
Yeah, I would be down with that.
Of course, we all would be down with it, but they can't make a gun. I'm trying to make a joke. They can't make a gun. How are they going to make a gun and sell that?
I don't know. They could.
They're going to put a gun in the box, put it on the shelf.
It's going to be this big. Are they saying kids are going to get shot with a gun that's that big?
Listen, there are guns that are that big.
Well, I know.
There are very tiny guns.
I guess this is true.
Yeah. Well, it would be cool. Like, let's say the red line, obviously it's all, they're all robot form, but what if they gave us the red line in alt mode?
Red line and interesting.
Like, yeah, I mean,
it would be too expensive. And so I'm always thinking of like packaging, right?
Okay.
So if they kept the same packaging, so let's see here. I've opened my Soundwave, but I haven't opened this. All right. So here's the package.
Mint sealed box. Okay.
Yeah. So it's yeah, I haven't had a chance to open it. It's in my opening pile.
You might want to resell it.
So if they put a Prime that's this big, you know, would you pay $20 for a kind of rubbery vinyl-y Prime that was only that big? What if it had a trailer? Then the Prime,
that would be cool.
Would be this big, be a little tiny square. But
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm with you. I bought the Jada Toys $8 Optimus Prime. I bought here's the fucking Micro Machine Prime, so
it would just give them an opportunity, because those red figures are painted pretty well, right? They have a pretty decent paint job and they're pretty accurate, would you say? Or
oh yeah, I would say they're very accurate. There's not a ton of paint on it. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty damn good. My Soundwave's out in the living room, but
I don't know. Maybe alt mode would not be a good choice for that. Because like you said, we do have that Jada stuff, but I don't know. It's just another way for them to branch out. Who knows if they'll ever do it? But it'd be nice for them to package a gun, put on the store shelves. But
and I can see your point with that, but I guess I'm just like, well, like you say, I guess it doesn't matter how big it is. If it looks realistic, somebody's gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Oh, AAA returned his red Soundwave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
It's-
kept that
it's-
mint and seal box AAA.
Yeah. All right, on the third party, TFC Rippersnapper, possibly my favorite Terracon. Very, very interesting paint. It really reminds me of Hordak with all the red accents on them and stuff.
Reminds me of Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to accentuate his shark mode.
Yeah, it's too evil. I don't know. I don't know why you would want to make his gums and I mean,
His teeth red. I like the red. At first, I didn't like it very much, but it's growing on me. But again, I don't know why you would want to buy Chug aesthetic at a masterpiece size.
well, I mean, is it mechanical? Let's break it down. Is it mechanical?
The shark.
Yeah, would this character be a mechanical robot, or would it be more of a beast? Is this part of G1, right? So this
Yeah.
is just the original Terracons.
Yeah, I would say the original Terracons are meant to be robotic beasts.
Robotic, right? So,
Yeah.
and where is the red? Is robot? Do robots bleed? I mean, where is the red? What does that come from? Like, how do they? What is the part that transforms into the red? Like, where is that?
You mean the teeth? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, there's like the teeth, and there's like a little redness. There's red on his teeth, like red gums or whatever. I don't know what the red is. I guess they're trying to mix biological with mechanical, and I'm trying to really understand where they're going with it. That's all.
I think if I was Rippersnapper, I would paint my teeth red to look scarier.
So you'd wake up in the morning, and you put lipstick on.
No, I would just paint it once with a thermal, dynamic paint.
Oh,
that would stay on my cool shark teeth to look like I just bit a fleshy, bloody human.
okay.
Even though this is from Cybertron.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to really understand. Is where's the human element? Where's the biomatter? Where are we getting the biomatter from on Cybertron? Really
This is true.
Trying to understand all this. So anyway, it's too evil for me. It says Satan, and I can't have anything that says Satan's. And it says Leviathan, and that was a real crazy movie. So this is way off the charts at this point.
Leviathan with Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
The only reason why Cliff, I don't know names of a lot of actors, but I know Peter Weller because of RoboCop, because I had a statue of RoboCop and stuff. But like if I'm into something and I have like a statue or a figure of it, then I'll know the actor's name. But otherwise, I have no idea who you're talking about. But
do you remember that Leviathan was part of a Armageddon / Deep Impact scenario that in 1988? So it was Leviathan. Do you remember the movie that came out that was almost identical to it?
I know it.
No.
Deep Star 6.
Deep Star 6. You got it.
Deep Star 6.
Starred one of the dads from My Two Dads. That one that's not Paul Reiser.
The other guy,
Joey Gladstone or something, whatever his name was. Greg something, I think his name was. But yeah, they were about the same. It's kind of like Armageddon, Deep Impact. I think I prefer Leviathan more than Deep Star 6.
Oh, see, I like Deep Star 6.
Oh, sorry, 89. I apologize. I said 88. What an asshole.
Yeah, you're off. Yeah, you got to be accurate with your dates. This is getting a little bit out of hand. I'm tired of you being off on your dates, man.
And Miguel Ferrer. I forgot. Miguel Ferrer's in it too.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You guys are off your rails. All these names of people.
Miguel Ferrer's in RoboCop 2. He's Bob Morton.
I don't know what Bob Morton is.
He's the guy who creates RoboCop, and then Kirkwood Smith, the dad from that 70s show, shoots him in the legs and then blows him up.
Oh boy.
And that's RoboCop 2? I thought that was the original RoboCop.
Oh no, he was in RoboCop also.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Deep Star 6 was my favorite. Like they in that Toys R Us like beast line, like where you can get sharks and dinosaurs and stuff, 3.75, they made this diving suit. And it's one of my favorite. I finally packed it up after being on my shelves for probably 4 or 5 years.
I'll have to see if I can find this movie somewhere. It sounds interesting. You guys recommend it?
I mean, I haven't seen it since probably 1992.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if it holds
up. It doesn't hold up.
But I liked it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like Snakes on a Plane, so it's probably okay.
Do you know another movie very similar to this that no one talks about that I think is really great is Deep Rising. You ever seen Deep Rising?
I think so.
It doesn't sound familiar.
It's got Treat Williams and Famke Johnson, who she played Jean Grey in the X-Men movies. It's like these pirates raid a cruise ship that everybody on the cruise ship's been killed by these ocean monsters, and it's just really schlocky fun. Came out, no one to say 97 or 98 because it was Stephen Sommers' movie right before he did The Mummy.
So you're either cheating and saw that it was 98 or very good.
No, I just remember he did it right before The Mummy, which was 99.
Oh,
Mummy was May of 99, so this would have been 97 or 98.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's pretty good. It's not a great movie, but it's a lot of fun. And no one talks about it. I think it's kind of good. I don't even think it's on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's probably on Purple Ray.
All right. Speaking of purple, Newage Shockwave.
Yeah, look at that. I set you up, man.
Yeah,
dude, I set you up for
segue.
that, man. That's
Good
the way to do
it. Looking, I guess it's just the one picture here. Looking really good, in my opinion. Backpack is reasonable. Hose is on the underarm the way it should be. It's got the little scope. To me, if your Shockwave doesn't have the little digital scope on it, then it's
I don't know.
not
The
worth
thing that concerns
owning.
what concerns me is I listened to last week's episode and you were talking about you got Newage and Magic Square Soundwave in, and you were not happy with Newage.
Yeah, well, and
so I don't know. Does that mean that they're going down the hill? What's up with Newage? Because Newage made some really good stuff.
And that's what I was saying is I don't have enough experience. The only other Newage figure I have is the fucking Cosmos, which I really dug.
What about the Insecticons?
Oh yeah, and the Insecticons, which I
Those
also
are pretty good,
really
right?
dig. Yes, no, I really dig the Insecticons. I think it was the fact that just in comparison, the Magic Square, like if Magic Square never existed and all I got was that Newage Soundwave, I'd been like, oh my God, dude, the cassettes are fucking like 1.5 inches tall. They're so amazing. But it comes down to that whole third party releasing the same shit at the same time.
Yeah.
When you open them at the same exact time, you're
Right.
like, Jesus Christ, Magic Square is so much better.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah. Okay, well. It's interesting.
yeah,
this figure looks pretty cool. I mean,
I like the gun stand. I like that you could stand the gun like that. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you ever want to sell a toy to Jason, just make sure you have a stand, and if it banks, it's even better.
Now, see this, I wouldn't want the gun to bank.
Okay.
I like
Dude,
the very.
so you're telling me I'm the guy who pulls the gun sideways like bam, bam, like that. Yeah, what's up? What's up?
You got the gangster lean
Yeah,
for
man,
your gun holding.
Come on, man.
Oh shit. All right. But I think I'll stick with my Mech Fans Toys Soundwave, even though that one does look better in my opinion. Speaking of Shockwave Lab Effects. These are kind of interesting. So these are light up LED effects that'll work with your mainline transformers. kind of cool. I'd be curious about the weight of them, because that's what I've been noticing as I've been playing with all my little blast effects. I've put some of the heavier ones that came with like Jetfire and Skylinks. I've tried to put him on like my Starscream, and his arm won't hold up a big ass effect. It just pulls it down. And now I know I can fucking put some mop and glow on that and shit, but I'd be curious to see how heavy these are going to be.
It's just because Starscream's kind of a weaker character, you know?
He hasn't worked out enough.
Yeah, he's a wimp.
Lotus is salty today.
Let's see. No price on this yet. So, but interesting if you're an effects kind of guy. I'll throw this out there. I have a white Black Widow with a totally complete, never removed from package, except for all the effects in the stand. If anyone's interested in that, very reasonable price.
Yeah,
let's say $10 plus shipping if anybody's interested. Because all I wanted was the effects out of it, which I was kind of disappointed in the effects. So
wait. This Black Widow figure, you're saying you opened it up, you took the effects from it, and you're just selling the figure.
Yeah, because
does it come with a build a figure? Is this a build a figure?
No, she's like a deluxe.
Okay.
It's like the War Machine they released with all the effects and shit, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see if we can find her easily without going too far off the rails. What I didn't like about the effects was they're all meant to be used with the stand. Like, I thought they would attach to her guns, and I would give her I would take her guns also. But no, these effects are all made to attach to the stand itself to just make like an exploding ground scene. So I took all of that. No, I mean, it's cool, but I like effects that attach to guns and shit like that. You know, like when I saw these, I was like, oh, those should attach to the pistols or something. But
do you have the War Machine, Jason? Those attach to all his guns.
Oh, do they? Oh, see, god damn it, no. This was the reason why I can sell her, for $10 was she was on sale for like $21, and then it was buy one get one 50% off. So I got her for like $16 or something like that. So I'll have to. How long ago was the War Machine out?
He's pretty recent. I would say within the last month or so. I mean, I just got him.
Oh, so he's
brand
new.
Yeah, I think I got him a couple shows ago.
I mean, if you still have the box and everything, and you just needed those, you said you just needed just some of the parts, just put some pretzels in there and return it.
Don't do that, Jason.
just paint some pretzels black or something. Just put them in there.
Oh, he's on a price drop too. He's only $21 now too. Do you need to buy and return? Buy and return, Cliff?
No,
Come on, Cliff. Come on, Cliff.
I commit. Once I've paid, once I've opened the package, once I've bagged him and cataloged him and thrown him in my Tupperware bin, he's done.
I do like this one. I love this. These are for his feet.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Wow. Well, we're just gonna stick that in our cart for later. What else was in my cart? I noticed there was some other. Oh, that must have been a previous purchase. All right. Thank you, Cliff, for letting me know about him. All right. Toyworld Barricade. This is the World War II, as Toyworld has been making recently. And they're calling them Roadblock here. Kind of interesting accessories. You got like I think, was this a German supercomputer maybe for the time?
Is this a Bayformer?
Yes, from a very small cutscene during not the Bumblebee movie, but the regular one right before it. Oh, that's cool. Well, Frenzy fits perfect there. Yeah. Like I say, I would love to have gone down this road, and I have. I've bought all the mainline ones. I just can't see myself, for this niche of a thing, paying like 150 or $100, whatever this third party is going to be. Yeah, no pricing on it, but I think it's really cool. I love this fucking concept. So, back to touch. Ooh, AAA is saying the Overwatch action figures, and I have seen those at my Ross, have effects that attach to guns as well.
I just checked my purchase history on Amazon. It's only $20.99 right now. The War Machine.
Oh, on Amazon. Ooh, and I've got points. I've got free money coming out my butt on Amazon.
I do too. I got $185 right now in credit card points.
Where are you guys getting all this free money from?
Yeah, I have an Amazon Visa.
Oh, okay.
You get 5% cash back.
What?
That's
Free
interesting.
money coming out your butt.
Mrs. McFavorite thought free money coming out of my butt was graphic.
Tell her that we heard the sneeze.
They heard your sneezes, by the way. Yes. All the way from the living room with the door closed.
Excuse me.
Sweet. Well, thank you, KJ Smith and Cliff. I think I will go get that tonight. Let's see. Fans Hobby Nightbeat. Now, I think this is still based on that mold that everybody's having a fucking problem with. So take this with a grain of salt. But maybe if you're a Nightbeat fan, I mean, hopefully they're improving the QC issues with this guy, or maybe it was just a crappy figure to begin with. And AAA says, who doesn't have an Amazon Visa? I don't. And I think I probably need to get one. We spend a ridiculous amount.
Dude,
on
it's awesome.
And what do you get? You get 5% back?
Something. I think it's 5% cash back on all your purchases with it. So you can
crazy.
I just hook it up. It's attached to my Amazon account. So I think right now I have $185.86 that I can spend on Amazon in points.
See, and I have 2 of my cards hooked up, so my points show up in there. My Discover is real time, like I get the full bonus, but for some reason, one of my other cards, like I only get 80% of my cashback value on it, so I never use that card on there. I'd rather just fucking apply 100% statement credit or something, AAA says he got a Mega Supreme for free. For free with his Amazon card. That's dope. All right. And then Dr. Wu continuing with their going down the figure line and getting a Prime Commander here. So showing it next to their Beachcomber there. And all the 3D printed gloriness. Depending on price, again, considering the fucking Soundwave was $30, kind of scared what this Prime might be, but looks interesting. See, this is what I'd really like to get a 3D printer to do, is this kind of shit, learn how to drive pins and all that kind of shit with my 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you get comfortable with with the modeling software, you can kind of model all that right in, so the joints kind of lock into place.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, there's a lot of free stuff out there that people have created, and the first step is really to just kind of get a printer and give it a shot.
Well, and I've been so close to pulling the trigger. I mean, there's actually some pretty nice, affordable ones out there that people say, when you're just starting out, get this, you're not going to print anything amazing
I would say,
with it, but
no, I would say, if you're gonna get something, start out with resin printing. I think you're gonna be much happier with resin printing. You get a very nice, almost finished product right before your eyes, and the resin prices have come way down. And I would say, like, if you're gonna start with something, go with the Elegoo Mars or the Elegoo Mars Pro. The only difference between the machines is one has like like a charcoal air filter built in and stuff. And but yeah, they go up and down in price on Amazon. Just wait for one of their sales, and you'll be able to get those for in that $200 price range. And I think that's a very nice resin printer to start out on.
interesting. I didn't even realize there was a fucking resin versus a plastic printer. That's kind of cool.
Well, resin was professional. So what's that big 3D? What's that big company that everyone?
Shapeways?
Yeah. So Shapeways does resin printing. They do PLA. They do all the different types, but resin printing was really a commercial kind of a thing up until a few years ago, where the prices really started dropping and it actually got into the consumer market. Because before that, it was literally in the high end market where printers were $10,000-$20,000 for a low end, quote unquote low end resin printer. But yeah, like something like this Elegoo company is doing a really good thing. They just came out with their Saturn, which is a little bit of a large, like a medium format, gives you like a 9-inch print bed. But yeah, if you want to start out with something nice, I would say just go with the Elegoo Mars or the Mars Pro.
Now, have you ever looked at material? Like, is the material a lot more expensive?
Yeah, so it's resin. It's liquid resin, and it reacts to. So the way a resin printer works is it uses an LCD panel to basically turn the light on for each layer, and you'll have a whole bunch of different layers, like thousands of layers that you need to print. And I would recommend Syrah Fast, SIRYA Fast, for your resin. That is also sold on Amazon. Just the gray resin is the stuff that I've personally used. And I would say it's on Amazon, it's about $30 for a 1,000 milligram bottle of resin. And I think you'd be able to do a lot with just one bottle, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, once I start getting serious about that, literally my thing right now is not having anywhere to fucking put it permanently.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, like I said, I got into it for a little while, and then I ended up selling it. And it was just it wasn't. I found myself just making just didn't really make a whole lot of anything, I got it. I was excited to get it. I tried it out. I actually still have some of the resin left over. So if you ever decide to get a resin printer, let me know. Cause I only bought one bottle of this resin, and I literally still have probably a little bit less than a half left. So wow. I printed a lot of little stuff,
I could imagine. Yeah, if that's the one bottle you had from the time that you bought it to the time you got tired of it.
I mean, if you're looking at printing like a full, a huge, full size Iron Man mask, you're gonna use up probably a whole bottle on something like that. But if you're printing like little G.I. Joe, like on Thingiverse, there's like people who make like little G.I. Joe vehicles and stuff. Like they actually took the actual toy and they scanned it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. And it's the real toys and you can print them out,
See, and that's one thing that I've been looking at when I was looking at printers was the ones that have the built-in 3D scanners
Oh no,
too,
yeah,
but
you
those
don't.
just jump up in price, obviously.
You don't. Nobody does that. No, nobody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You definitely want to get a standalone printer, and then if you want to use your phone to scan, you can do that. There's apps for your phone. If it depends on if your phone has lidar or or if your phone can to do 3D pictures, then it can also run those scanning applications. So I don't know if you ever want to chat about it, just let me know.
All right, for show.
That'll be on our Open Your 3D Resin Printer podcast.
Store report, new Kingdom listings at Walmart here. We get a Battlefield Voyager Optimus Primal, which is kind of interesting, and a Battlefield Voyager Seeker. So I assume the Optimus Primal will just be a redeco, and no one's quite sure what the Seeker is going to be yet. Also, more Headmasters. So I was bitching the other day that I only do 4 of the Headmasters, and they were putting out the first 3, and I needed Skull Cruncher, and lo and behold, they'll be doing Skull Cruncher, Weird Wolf, and Highbrow, which of course they will. They already have the molds for them. So these are still things that sold out immediately. I don't have pre-orders for them. So it'll be interesting to see how easy these are to get in the stores. And then a new TVC Wave hitting a Target. So this includes the Moff Gideon, the Beskar armor, Mandalorian, and the armor. So keep an eye out for those if you're a TVC guy, like the Brinkalizer. Okay, come on, back. Online, this was kind of cool. I really dig how Super 7 can keep their... Now, maybe it's because people don't really care that much about it. Maybe they have a good factory that doesn't let leaks out. But I really dig that Super 7's able to keep their stuff a secret. So on Black Friday, they launched Black Transformers. So you get a Sound Blaster, you get the Diaclone Perceptor in the Black Deco, Stepper, and then an homage to the... What is this Megatron? The Browning wasn't black, right? Or was the Browning version black of him? Do you know, Lotus?
The Browning version, no, I don't remember it to be black. Now the eHobby, I know, made a couple different versions of him. One was just all gray. And so one was all gray, non-chromed, and then there was one, I think, that had a wood grain handle. And I think those were eHobby versions, but I don't remember an all black Megatron.
Yeah, this one you're thinking of.
Yeah, it was an eHobby
Transformer Black Megatron.
Oh, yeah, there's the one with the wood grain handle.
In black with brown hand grip. This version, darkly realistic colors. That's probably all it's going to have as a description on Amazon. So yeah, cool. Again, still way overpriced at $18, especially because they don't have any kind of shipping deals whatsoever. So
did you ever pick up Devastator?
I did pre-order them through through Discount Comic Book Service. I got him. So I got him, I think he was $18.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Instead of the 24. Yeah. And that's what's nice is because Discount Comic Book Service works with Super 7, the turtle, like any of their ultimates that are normally $45, they're like $43.80. Like, it's negligible what you're saving with those. But their reaction stuff, like, that's where I get my RoboCop reaction, and that's where I got Devastator and a couple other reaction figures, because they're normally about 25% off. So
Yeah.
now the problem is because they're comic book shippers, I've bitched about this before, they just believe in just
you were saying
shoving
it's real tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Real tight wrap, like they're shrink wrapping your whole bundle.
Yeah, exactly. So if there's a box, or usually cards come in okay, because they're used to comics and they want things flat. So carded figures usually come in fine. It's the boxes that they don't realize that while trying to pack them so tight, you're crushing the box inside, but and the only reason why I bitch about that is because one of the main things I get from them is the Godzilla movie poster boxed ones. I already have all those Godzillas loose. I'm buying these versions because I like the movie poster boxes. And yeah, I would say 1 out of every 3 comes
speaking
crushed.
Speaking about Godzilla, now you said Godzilla, I transitioned to NECA. I also remember from last episode transitioning to NECA, you were talking about your alien figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's the alien figure that we were that had the special light up effect, but I was just wondering, a bunch of episodes ago you showed us a special boxed alien figure. And
it was Predator, wasn't it?
Was it Predator? All I know is it's a special box, and the only reason you bought it is because when you open the box, it had lightning effects.
Yes.
And you opened it one time on the show, and it like lit up, and then it stopped or something. Like,
yeah, and then I tried to open it again. I
told you.
Then I closed it and I opened it up again, and it didn't lightning. And
I told you, I'm like, well, that's it. It's a one-shot deal. So did you ever look into it? Like, does it work?
Yes,
okay.
It works. Yeah,
okay,
I don't know what happened. All I can think of is, they're using some kind of technology like those music Hallmark cards, and it just didn't make contact that second time, because I don't know if it was after the show or when I was looking at it some other time. I opened it up, I was like, whew, okay, it still does lightning.
Because that was hilarious. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe it's a one-shot thing. You just there you go. You get to experience it one time.
It might be a light sensor, because I think the video game Jason has a light sensor, because their second edition, when you open it, it plays the theme from the video game. And it's got to be a light sensor. So if it doesn't detect like the light has changed from opening and closing, the music doesn't play.
Interesting. I didn't think about that.
It might be like that.
I've still got it around. It's still in one of these stacks over here. So next time I encounter it, I'll try it again. Let's see. Nothing to see here, but something to keep an eye out on if you're one of these people that like this stuff. I'm not a big character car person, but new Masters of the Universe Hot Wheel character cars are coming in January of 2021. Gonna get a Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, a Beastman, a Tila, and a He-Man there. So there's a few. I think the only 2 I have is Stormtrooper. So if you don't know what a character car is, this is a Stormtrooper where they, God damn it, where they try to, use elements of the helmet, and then Sith Trooper character car.
Have you ever seen those Honda Civics that are from the factory? They have the Stormtrooper Star Wars stuff on it. Like,
no,
yeah,
an actual, so kind of like what they did with
it's like they did with Bumblebee. I think it's a Honda Civic, and it's a Stormtrooper version.
from a long time ago, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I just keep on seeing him. I still see him driving around.
I don't think Amazon's going to sell Honda Civic Slick.
Oh, thanks. Wrong search box.
Well, something did pop up on Amazon.
2016.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't realize it was that long ago. Huh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was for Force Awakens, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I see him. I see him driving around.
I'm always a big fan. I love the Mercedes that do that have the whole roof and back window is black. I love that style. No, that's not bad.
You got to get yourself a Tesla Model X.
Ooh.
That's got the gull wing doors and the whole glass moonroof thing.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, the gull wing doors are pretty cool. Like you can park like in the middle of someone who like a car on the side on both sides, and the gull wing doors still work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I want to see the inside. Did they do any custom? Well, they obviously didn't, or you would see pictures of it. They did customizations to like headrests and stuff, but
yeah, I'm not too sure. Never actually seen the inside. I just see him driving around from time to time.
That's a cool sticker. All right. Let's see here. Next up, Carbonized Mando available again, and I checked this earlier today, and it was available. This thing was going for $140 at one point on some secondary markets.
What is this something that would I normally see this at Target?
You would have seen it on the Force Friday, and that was the only time I ever saw it on a shelf. Okay. I pre-ordered mine and was able. I picked up 2. I sold 1 to somebody in the group for cost. But yeah, if you want them, and it's buy 2 get 1 free right now. Let's see, can I order 3 of them? Oh, that's awesome. I wonder if it's been like that the whole time. I just saw that it said pre-order now, but it says it is now out of stock. So sorry, everybody. Probably should have tested that earlier. And then I just wanted to throw this out there. If there's any video game people, I'm not a big spaceship person, so Squadrons doesn't have a lot of appeal.
You're not a spaceship person, but you bought a $350 Razor Crest with a banking stand.
Yeah, it had a banking stand and a Jawa with an egg, with a juicy egg.
Yeah,
that's a juicy furry egg.
You love that. You love that juicy, that messy. You like that messy.
Dude, it is egg. So gross.
You like eating eggs through like fabric. You take you love burlap, so you like putting burlap on your head, and then you like eating egg through the burlap. That's what you enjoy.
It's those stretchy gloves. My mom used to make me 2-minute eggs, and I would put stretchy gloves on and scoop it out. But GameStop has Squadrons for PS4 or Xbox, so only $17. This wasn't a AAA title, so it only started off at $40. $40 is the regular price for it, but still a pretty good deal if you're at all interested. I read reviews and stuff, and people seem to really dig it. So, what we got? Lotus, what you got?
Not really anything. I've been redoing my floors, so I've been installing flooring. But no, nothing. Nothing. I mean, I take a lot of.
You rocking the Pergo? You got a little Pergo going?
Yeah, no, not Pergo. I ended up going with those rigid core, solid core vinyl planks. I don't know if you've seen those. That
Yes,
where
I
it's a solid core. And then you can get whatever kind of graphics you want on it. And then some of them have where they have the texturized, so it looks like real wood, but it's texturized, and it's waterproof, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's just been the trend, to use these luxury vinyl planks. And yeah, I've been, it's just nice just to do a quick makeover kind of a thing.
And so, what kind of design are we talking about? We're talking
I
urban
went,
farmhouse.
yeah, I did dandelions, and then every three planks I did kind of like it's like a lilac bush, and so it's like spread out, and it's really tricky to lay down because you definitely have to make sure you take each panel has that imprint on it, and so you got to make sure that you kind of you don't want to have the same lilac bush or the dandelion in the same region, so there's a lot to think about.
What about you, Cliff? What did you get?
I just want to know who kicked Lotus's dog before he logged on today, because he's spitting fire at you, Jason.
Yeah, it's full snark in effect.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. It was my birthday last week, so I got a bunch of eBay gift cards. So I got some vintage.
Free money.
And I always buy vintage Star Wars with my eBay gift cards. So I got X-Wing Luke.
Ooh.
I got IG-88.
Nice. One of my favorite focus characters.
I got Admiral Akbar.
Yeah.
And these are all...
Is that a yellowed vest, or is that the actual original color of him?
It's the original color.
Is it? Okay, so
yeah.
It's just a little tan.
And I always buy my vintage Star Wars. I get the most minty figure I can, but I always get one with repair weapons. Because they're just cheaper.
Hold on, let me do this. God, I forget that I can do all this cool stuff here. Solo layout. There we go.
Right. I got the Death Star Commander.
Nice.
This is another one of your focus characters, Jason. I got the
Imperial Guard.
Now,
did you make sure his staff is complete? Because it's really easy to miss that the tip is broken off.
Well, yeah, it's a repo staff.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, it should be good.
And then I got Tusken Raider.
Nice. Love me some. That's some Mando going on there.
Yep. Speaking of Mando, I did finally pick up the Best Buy IG-11.
Okay, nice. Were you able to still was that eBay, or did you find it at a Best Buy still?
No, I got it on eBay for like $26.
Oh, okay. Reasonable.
Got the new color variant Spawn.
Oh, see, so what is this one? I saw someone on our local group was saying, "Oh, I finally found him." What's this Spawn?
It's called the Blood Feud Hunter.
I
don't know. I like the bone color of his costume with the dark burgundy red accents. I liked it.
Oh yeah,
thought it was cool. And then I found at Walmart. I didn't intend to get this, but since I saw it in person. I got the vintage Hiss.
Couldn't refuse.
I kind of have a feeling you might want to keep your receipt on that, especially with the extended return period. I have been seeing a lot of those just stack up. So I'm guessing those are going to be, I know it was, really exciting at first when we first saw them and they were kind of scarce, but I'm starting to notice every week that I go, I see another case has been put on the shelf, So I think those will end up getting clearanced out. So you might want to keep your extended return receipt in case they do get, because what's going to happen is right after Christmas is over, they start resetting the stores, and all that stuff goes on clearance. So
I guarantee you the receipt's been gone since about 4 minutes after I bought it.
Well, the good thing is if you paid with a credit card, you just have to you just have to insert your credit card and it will scan all your purchases, because everything is purchased and everything is watched and everyone knows everything about everything. So
Okay, there you go.
you don't need paper or receipts anymore.
If people didn't know that, Target has offered that forever, but Walmart starting last year.
Walmart does it, Lowe's does it, Home Depot does it. They all.
I didn't realize.
It's a system, guys. So there's actually a company, and this is the bad part about data. This is really what
you
really
can take the camera off me,
about
Jason.
data.
I'm all self-conscious.
should we put it on? Let's put it on Lotus here.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's going to remove Lotus.
So so there's actually a network that these stores will subscribe to, and the network actually houses all of this data. So if you return something without a receipt, you have to use your driver's license, and that kind of goes into that database, and basically they can calculate how many returns are happening. And so it's not only at the store level where it used to just be at the store level. Now there's this other service that retail stores subscribe to that basically mine this data, and they aggregate all this data together. And I guess it's good in one way because you don't need paper receipts anymore, but then it's bad another way because, like I said, if there is a data breach from that company or whatever, you've got more of your data just out there.
Oh, shit. Let me add one more thing. Sorry, I forgot. I did get the Halloween Hootenanny Joe Bob.
Nice. Yeah, that was one I saw you message. The pre-order went up, and I was just like, I've got my one with the drive-in speaker and the beer. That's all I need. The classic. Yeah, Lotus, I agree. It is a little spooky. And what I'm waiting for is the day where they say, I'm sorry, sir, you can't return anything else. You've returned too many things, or, they enact some kind of policy where you're only allowed to return 10 things a year or something, Yep. But
now, Lotus, I should let you know, I have bought clothes that didn't fit, and I have refused to return them because I'm like, oh well.
Oh my God. Come on.
I am that lazy.
Okay, well, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. It's just if you feel that.
Yeah, that, like I say, I keep a whole, I am the complete opposite of Cliff. Cliff is.
I'm just lazy, dude.
No, I agree. Hey, it takes a lot of fucking work for me to keep receipts. I then put them in a tracking sheet in Excel. I then put them in a folder in a fucking filing cabinet. Every few months, I go through that filing cabinet and I've got to weed out all of the expired receipts. Like, no, I feel you. It takes hard goddamn work to fucking employ slickgistics. That's for sure. All right. Well, like I say, I think I had him last time, but Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, again, all they had to do was fucking put a white border on these to make them actually look like vintage cards. And because they didn't, they don't look like vintage cards to me.
And that's the reason why you didn't buy them, right?
Yeah, no.
I bought them for openers because they each have like 13 accessories with them.
Okay,
so
because you were very against this whole line, like I would like to roll back. I would like to roll back to those episodes when we first started talking about these things. Oh my God, this is so horrible! No white border. I'm never gonna buy them.
No, I remember the argument was more, I hate them. No white border. I'm gonna get one though, just to have, because I hate it without the white border. That's the argument I remember.
I would have bought two of each of those if they fucking had the white border, because I would have fucking hung one up and opened one. Got this super dope dude. Yeah, Super
Oh,
Commando.
awesome! I've been looking for those.
The fucking I have not seen them in stores. These are my pre-orders finally coming in. Let's
I like
see.
the Loyalist. Is that the? Did you get the Loyalist too?
Yes, yeah, I got the Loyalist down here, right here. Of course, not opened, but yeah, Loyalist.
That's awesome.
Yeah, got a Ahsoka Tano trooper. My Ahsoka Tano hasn't actually come in, but her Loyalist trooper. And I finally caught up in Clone Wars to know about the Bad Batch, to know about the Ahsoka Tano Loyalists, shit like that. This one was dope. I wasn't expecting this one already. Yeah, Mando Incinerator Trooper.
Nice.
What you know about that, Cliff? Yeah, Mr. Completist.
I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Incinerator Troopers. I'm talking about like the Mando. When I go all in, I mean like the Mando characters, like a variant Stormtrooper, like the Remnant Stormtrooper that's just dirty.
Yeah,
I don't really need him. I don't know. I'll probably get the Incinerator Trooper if I see him. But I was talking more like the individual characters.
Oh, okay. The fictional stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. What the fuck else?
It gets dangerous with truth builders, man. I need at least
two.
Yeah.
That's the problem with me is fucking. I only do one, even with troops, but wanting to have one of each troop is fucking is difficult. Yeah, I think that's. I'm like, I know I've gotten more stuff. Oh, I got more Black Major stuff in. So these are kind of dope. These are what they're calling Agent X. So if you notice, it's got a Commando, Snake Eyes head, officer bodies, and they're snow. But what's dope about these is they come with different bodies, so you can make a trooper body, and then most important for me, and see, god damn it,
Firefly, right?
This. Yeah, a fucking Firefly that you can make with them, along with all the accessories. This is what I love about the snow. These are all the accessories that comes with. So you've got a Firefly backpack, a phone, Firefly weapon, along with shields and swords and all this kind of shit. So I wasn't holding that in screen, but so those are cool. I got those in. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, shit. The problem is when I open stuff, I put it in the living room now that we have display cases out there. So any newer stuff that I've opened is all out there. But yeah, some fun stuff. Let's get into listener feedback and questions. We don't have any. Let's go ahead and go on to grab bag. Star Wars wood plaques. Now, wood plaques would normally not be cool, but these are crazy cool. So this is Regal Robot, which we've talked about before. Very expensive Star Wars items, only available here in the States. This weekend only. So if you're watching this live, you have an opportunity to jump on this for 25% off. But what makes these absolutely amazing is they're 12-inch by 17 and a half wood plaques, and they are the vinyl storage cases from the movies. 2 different Empire ones, a Star Wars, and a Return of the Jedi. So if you had these cases as a kid, I'm sure this is probably pretty visceral for you. And because they're nice wood art plaques, something a little bit more elegant that you might be able to, that your wife might let you hang in a non-man cave space.
What do they look like?
What do they look like? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I think he's being snarky. You're not sharing your screen.
Oh shit! God damn it! I'm zooming in. I'm like, oh, look at this. Thank you for. Okay, add to stream. Here we go. All right,
Here's where
there
he
we
disconnects
go.
us, Lotus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, here's where I hit back, and everybody's got to fit for themselves. Here we go. Okay, let's get these blown up here and get these. So these are 12-inch by 17 and a half inches. You can see, hopefully that's female or a man with really long nails. But these are wood printed.
I think that's kind of cool.
Dude, I love these. $30 a piece, so not cheap. But I don't remember this one for The Empire Strikes Back. This one I remember viscerally. I never owned any of these because God no, would I ever spend my hard-earned money on a carrying case.
So
I never owned a carrying case in my life. Like, not even as an adult have I bought a carrying case, but I love the art.
What do you mean as an adult? You've never carried an attaché case?
No, I've never bought a toy carrying case.
With a hand cover on your wrist.
Shout out to Wrinkleizer. Thank you, Lotus Snark. I appreciate
you're not one of those you're not one of those people to carry a sling bag around your.
Oh no, I definitely carry a attaché. Yes, and not necessarily a sling. It's a traditional messenger bag. For the first half of my career, I carried a Timberland one, and actually the last few years I've done a backpack.
Okay, well, yeah, backpack.
When I actually worked in an office, which has been very.
Yeah, I mean, backpack is pretty standard. I was just wondering if you ever done the the full sling or the wrist bag.
No wrist bag. I've done a sling. The one Adidas sling I have is pretty small, so it's like day trips or like games, like football games or something like that, where your bag's got to be pretty small. And that.
All right, be honest. Fanny pack Zubas.
Fuck. If fanny pack when I was a fucking kid. Nowadays, all these millennials like, oh, I wear it across my chest, so it's not.
So yes, for
not
security.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my God, dude.
Well, they say if you're international,
I want to punch those kids.
They say if you're an international traveler, you're supposed to wear it, kind of, on the front of your person, kind of thing. So that way, pickpocketers can't get your stuff.
And that's what all the cool kids do nowadays. I mean, oh my God, I fucking hate that. But more power to that generate. It's just like anything. It's like flared pants and fucking acid wash and all that. Once a generation deems it so god awful and can't imagine why they ever wore it, then it's time for a new generation to pick it up and make it the hottest thing for that generation.
Right.
It's amazing. It's a joke. It's ironic. Yeah. It's like the same.
That's exactly right. Okay, we got some shit in here. I win from season 2. It's like an accident. Okay. AAA is just dropping some weird Rick and Morty comment for no reason.
He says he started watching Rick and Morty and he can't stop. AAA, I watch Rick and Morty. I love it. I own all the stuff. I own it all on digital. I think it's a really good show.
I love Rick and Morty. Season 4 was fucking deep. Like I started watching it in the background while I was doing shit, and I was like, okay, I gotta fucking like sit there and pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Now, Okay, I'm gonna warn people before we go on.
I would not say this out loud. Let's wait till the next episode. Let's give people a little bit of time to process
I
that.
agree. I think it's a little early. Miss McFavorite got spoiled. Hopefully you're not looking at the comments while you're reading this, but we'll come back. AAA, email that one to me and we'll make a whole, like, let's do, because what we talk about the first 2 episodes, right? We'll make it an episode 3 through 5 now.
Something like that.
Topic
Yeah.
for next time. And I really want to actually do. Oh God! No,
You just posted his question. There you go.
I know. I was trying.
Dang,
So
that's a spoiler. I
was
haven't watched
trying to-
anything.
I was trying to delete the comment,
Dang.
and my only options are put user in timeout or block user.
Yeah, block user, block him, block.
So hopefully people weren't staring at that, because Miss McFavorite was. We actually tried to watch it Friday night, and she passed out, and I finished it, and I'm like, you really need to watch it. And then on Saturday, she's like, somebody just spoiled the fucking episode for me, so I guess I'm gonna watch it now.
I couldn't sleep, so I was tossing and turning. It was like 2:30. I was like, I guess I'll see if it's up. And it was, and I'm glad I did, because as soon as I woke up, Twitter was full of spoilers.
I'll tell you what, that is fucking one of the things I don't miss about Twitter, because I'm not on there. Instagram was bad enough. I saw like 4 or 5 posts that would have spoiled it for me if I hadn't seen it. But yeah, I remember Twitter, dude, just fucking anything would be 28 posts spoiling shit, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, for Transformers, War for Cybertron is going to debut December 30th. So set your calendar. I'm not going to hit play because that will get this episode. Not that I care that it's demonetized, but I don't know what comes along with when you get those fucking copyright strikes. So just know that's coming. Looks like we're getting, from this picture at least, it looks like we're getting the Ark flying through the massive mega space bridge, which I don't really like that they have these massive space bridges. I kind of liked that from the G1 cartoon, it was just a few robots could get through, or a few Energon cubes could get through, that kind of shit. But
is that what they call Stargates and Transformers?
Yeah,
space
bridges. Yeah. Nothing from MOTU. At least I didn't look very hard. And G.I. Joe, this is kind of lackluster. Just says that this Comic-Con Experience Worlds, formerly known as Comic-Con Experience Brazil, so I guess that tells you where this is. There's going to be a G.I. Joe Origins, not to be mistaken with MOTU Origins, panel where Henry Golding is actually going to be, and Larry Hama. So that looks to be pretty interesting. Will take place between December 4th and 6th. Tickets are available now. Based on the fact that Paramount Pictures is on a marathon of movie trailers these days, it's likely we might receive our first glimpse at elusive footage from the movie, if we are lucky. So yeah, who knows? Maybe by the next show, we'll have a G.I. Joe trailer to talk about finally, considering the movie was supposed to come out 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe this is why I'm not a marketing genius. I just don't get why they don't release the trailer. But
I'll give you a good example why. Do you remember Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Dude, they fucking flooded the market with it was like 21 minutes of footage had been released by the time the movie opened. And by the time that it opened, everyone was sick of it. So you want to kind of hold that footage close to the chest. You don't want to You don't want it out there for a year because people will just be
I guess
over it by
that's
the time it
true.
comes out. That's why they're doing the same thing with Halloween, and I hate it, but I love it at the same time. They're just teasing us just enough to keep us wanting more. Eventually,
Another Halloween movie?
yeah, Halloween Kills.
Oh, I'm not aware of this.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
Kind
There's
of
two
like
more.
Machete Kills.
I don't know. So they're making 2 sequels to Halloween 2018.
Okay.
The first one's called Halloween Kills, and the next one is called Halloween Ends.
Wait. Machete
interesting.
Kills. Isn't that that funny movie? That
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Danny Trejo.
dude.
It's that over dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just like completely 70s schlock.
Yeah.
Like fucking, yeah. I made that joke because I literally watched those 2 movies like on Thursday, or not Thursday, would have been Thanksgiving, Wednesday. Because I love that shit. All right. Well, we did pretty fucking good. Under 2 hours. That's amazing.
Yep. That's how we do it.
All right, guys. We'll see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.